All right. What is up, party people? It is Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports here. Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Of course, we know in real life it is tied 1-1. However, in our simulated playoff series, our Guardians with a chance to shut it down here. Tristan McKenzie will be on the bump. Sadly, the rosters that I thought were live when I imported them do not have Luis Severino on them, so you'll see Jameson Taillon pitching for the Yankees, and Judge rips this one to the home run porch to lead off the game with a big fly. That thing got out of here in a hurry at 106 miles an hour, and very, very quickly one batter, and Tristan McKenzie has given up the lead here. They call him Sticks on the bump for Mr. McKenzie. Hey, welcome in, John. Yes, we will do Browns and Pats later. When Kit can hop on the mic, looking for later this afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, but it'll be coming for sure. Gleyber Torres now steps in after the first out is recorded. Coming in as Gonzalez, and Oscar squeezes it in right field. 2 down now for McKenzie. He's bounced back nicely after, again, the opening leadoff home run to Aaron Judge. Different kind of, that ain't your grandpa's leadoff hitter, as this time Donaldson's going to sky it way high in the air. Naylor comes in, squeezes it, and that's the end of the first. Guardians quickly down 1-0. Their chance to bat for the first time here again. My apologies. I have no way to re-import him into the playoff roster, so we got Jameson Taillon, who actually ended up getting the loss yesterday in yesterday's game for real. But it'll be Severino tonight. He's just not on the playoff roster. Flared to the left side. Kiner Falefa scoops and fires out Stephen Kwan for the first out of the game. Appreciate everybody being on here. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. I'm Ed Rosario, batting .250 in our simulated series. Again, in the simulated series, the Indians lead 2-0. He'll flare this one to the right side, where it'll be squeezed by Cabrera. Here's Jose Ramirez. The hero again, not only of that Rays game 1, is he'll fire up the middle and against the shift for a single there. Nice play from Jose, but he had that hustle triple in the game that really helped them to take the go-ahead run, and then eventually got the extra one as well when Naylor drilled it, rather, and Gonzalez was able to score. This one's in the dirt. Jose's going to go for 2, and he's going to be saved. There's that aggressive base running from Ramirez, and he's into second base now. Scored a wild pitch. Naylor with a 2-1 count. Taillon again. I do apologize. It's not Severino, and he looks at a big knuckle curve that gets in there. Still 1-0, 2 down. Taillon kicks and fires low, apparently, barely. Full count. Will Ramirez run or not? Probably not. Well, I guess with 2 outs, yeah, he's going to run. Flared it back. I guess he won't, because if they walk him, he can still throw him out, so he will not run. You hear that drum in the background, and he does walk him, so great at bat by Naylor. Here comes Oscar Gonzalez. See him batting .091 in our simulated playoffs, so he takes a big cut at that slider that was out of the zone. Love hearing that. What's that guy's name? John something or other, the guy that does the drum. That's so sweet that it's in there. It's in the dirt again, but this time Trevino is able to cover it up. Hey Mason, how's it going? 2-2 count to Gonzalez. Now he'll flare it to the right side, but it's going to be scooped. He'll go the short way to second. Torres to Kiner Falefa, and despite a base hit from Jose Ramirez, and then getting to second on a wild pitch, no damage for the Guardians. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. Tristan McKenzie again gave that leadoff opening home run to Aaron Judge, and then was able to get the next 2 out without much issue. So McKenzie will be on the bump again. I do apologize. No Luis Severino on the mound for the Yankees. He is not on this roster that when I started the playoff, you know, last week or whatever, I used their most up-to-date roster and he was not on it. So sorry about that. You get Jamison Talion. I also don't have any way to switch their lineup, which is weird. Good strikeout there for McKenzie as he threw some high heat. And Stanton obliged. Here's Cabrera, the right fielder. Former infielder, Oswaldo Cabrera. And that was going to be way inside. Doesn't swing at it. Full count again. Do have quick counts on here. Other than that, they're at the highest level legendary status of the simulated performances to try to really get the best that we have to offer, as Ramirez is going to bring that one in for out number 2. Kiner Falefa steps into the plate. Hey, Keith, welcome in. Greetings and salutations to you as well. McKenzie 1-1 count. Cullum Sticks. I don't even think the video game version of him is skinny as he is in real life. That one's low, 2-1. Oh man, can you imagine if they won tonight and then they clinched tomorrow? And the Browns won as well. Browns, and then they clinched. The city would burn to the ground. Or if you can imagine that if they lose the series tomorrow and the Browns lose the series, it could be really high risk, high reward for downtown Cleveland tomorrow. Andres Jimenez steps into the plate now, hitting 300 in our simulated postseason so far. Again, as the Guardians trail 2-1, fired right side deep. It's going to get past Cabrera to the gap, all the way off the wall. Jimenez at 2. Will he turn for 3? He will. He's headed for third. The cutoff throw is bad, and he's going to go into third, standing up with a triple. Andres Jimenez with a huge triple to lead off the inning, and that brings in the DH tonight, Will Brennan. Little bingo, little pop fly, anything scores him from first. And it's going to have to be a deeper pop fly than that, I'm afraid, as Kiner Falefa will be the one to squeeze this one, and Brennan cannot deliver. Austin Hedges had some great at-bats yesterday, working the walks. And delivers outside again. Supposed to be Severino, but it is not. He's not on the playoff roster that I took in to start the playoffs for some reason. He's going to take another ball inside. So Hedges with another good at bat here. 3-1 count. Just got to get this thing out of the infield in some capacity. Or take a walk, I guess. And let Straw do it. Oh, or you can pop it straight up for the catcher. That's brutal. And out number 2. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So if they have a leadoff triple and can't get anything, that is a big, big waste of an opportunity. Here's Straw to see what he can do now. That one's going to be high, ball 2. I know, Keith. That's why I was like, yeah, I'll pop a little sim right now. That one's right down the middle. He didn't swing the bat at all. And he'll foul it back. Tough day, too, with the Buckeyes being on bye. So, yeah, at least there's some good matchups. I'm excited to see if Tennessee is for real or if Alabama just blows them out of the water and they're another paper tiger in the SEC. And unfortunately for the Guardians, they are going to strike out there with Straw. They're going to leave Jimenez on third after a leadoff triple, and they couldn't advance him. Great pitching there from Talion to get it back. Catcher Trevino now, 1-2. Jose Trevino looks at a fastball from Tristan McKenzie. High and outside, but he's going to foul that one back. So we'll take a look at that second inning. We'll have to remember that they had a leadoff triple from Jimenez. This one's going to be flared right to Naylor. Sheesh. Just a protection of your body there. That thing was headed right for his gut. And Naylor's able to snag it for out number 1. Here's Aaron Hicks again. I cannot change their lineup, and they keep starting Harrison Bader over Aaron Hicks in that outfield. That's the only difference in the lineups. But I cannot access their lineup to change it. It won't let me. It only lets me change the Guardians lineup. So it is what it is. Not quite perfect, but we do what we can. here at Nagy on Sports to try to have it be realistic. Browns roster is ready to go. Sounds like Deion Jones is not going to play. Greedy Williams will play. Denzel's out, of course. Clowney's back out again. So got that list going for you. Chester Rogers called back up. Herb Miller called back up. And this one's going to be shot to the gap left side with some aggressiveness. And that's Aaron Judge again. He's going to turn and head for second. Straw cuts and throws it, but he'll hold it to a double. But Aaron Judge hot to start this game now. A home run and a double for Judge. 2 outs to Anthony Rizzo now. As in real life, the Guardians pitchers have really shut down both Stanton and Judge in the series. Lots and lots of strikeouts for those two, as the pitching has been incredible, especially out of the bullpen. Flared back. Kicks and fires left side, going to be speared by Rosario, and he'll throw him out at first. No damage after the Judge double. We've played 2.5 innings of baseball here. Here comes Stephen Kwan as we're back to the top of the Guardians lineup. Hey Terry, how's it going? And now this one will be popped straight up in the air, and Trevino will be snagging it again.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
And that one's going to be snagged in by the outfielder.
The third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Okay, well, thank you for the update, Keith. Yeah, my TV upstairs was playing that game. Looked like Michigan was kind of having their way with them, but can't let Penn State hang around. 3-2 count now. Driven into the shift on the right side. Connor Falefa on the second base side of things scoops it up, and we've played 3 here in Cleveland. Beautiful night in downtown Cleveland, as I'm assuming it'll be tonight. I know the weather looks great tomorrow. I don't know if people saw in the chat on the Discord, but a wedding client of mine gave me some Browns Patriots tickets, so my wife and I'll be going up to the game tomorrow. Very excited about that. Looks like it's gonna be a beautiful day, like 64 degrees and sunny in the land tomorrow. Fouling some back is Gleyber Torres.
Now batting, third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Donaldson steps in. He's had some good at-bats. Prediction: Browns lose gracefully. What is a graceful loss, Terry? Not a heartbreaking loss. It's like when we played the Patriots last year and it was like 35-6 or whatever. Like just a shellacking.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
I hope we do too. I'll be interested to see if they call Davison up, the new D tackle that they got. Big run stuffer, 2-gap run stuffer. We know Deion Jones will not just be ready to play, but he might be. Deion Jones also coming off of IR, designated to return. I think they have like 20 days to do so, to actually bring him back. All right, Sticks has settled down again after the opening home run. Aaron Judge led off the game with a solo shot to the home run porch in left field, and now Josh Naylor is up rather. He fouls this one over the first base dugout into the seats. Flared again left side, just foul. Going against that shift. Naylor very willing to go the other way. Italian's pitch will be fouled back once again. So they're trying to get that pitch count up, get to the bullpen where again the Guardians have a decided advantage. in this series. Man, how good has Clase been, too, at the back. It's the 2 1/3 inning win yesterday. Naylor, big fly this time to the right side, but again, drifting foul over the net. 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up here, still full. Jamison Talion again pitching for Severino because Severino's not on the virtual playoff roster. And I do apologize that he is not. Try to make it as realistic as we can. We'll see if I can control it if we get a game 4, if I can force Cole to pitch, because it sounds like Cole will pitch against Quantrill again tomorrow. All right, Oscar Gonzalez after a beautiful at-bat for Naylor. This one's going to be flared, but right to it. They try to go back to first, and Naylor is able to get back. Almost a double play there. The triple in the second was the first time we saw Andres Jimenez. Here he is again. Triple here would be nice, because that means that, but that would have to be a heck of a triple with Naylor not the fleetest of feet. Flared right, left side, but right to Kiner Falefa. He had a couple of those yesterday in real life, didn't he? Falefa had an inning where he just some rocket shots, and he had some really nice plays at that shortstop position for Kiner Falefa. Here's Will Brennan with 2 outs now. Naylor at first. Brennan will look at a low ball 2. Now, come on, Terry. They're not going to miss a 25-yard field goal for the loss. That's not a graceful loss. Don't put those things out into the atmosphere. This one's going to be flared to the left side. Kiner Falefa coming over, charging, and it just gets scooped up by Hicks. Whew, what a catch there. That was almost a seeing eye fly ball, kind of like Gonzalez had in real life yesterday. For that one that scored Ramirez to take the 3-2 lead, which eventually, of course, became 4-2. Our Sims have been pretty accurate so far in the baseball side of things. Let's see if they can continue to be. Other than the Guardians won the first 2 games instead of just one of the first 2 games. He's going to walk him now. Kiner Falefa in, has nobody out, and McKenzie will throw from the stretch now. Cabrera on first base. He takes a peek. And now the man they call Sticks wide and outside. Hedges does a great job to block it. Whoa, but then he chucks it over the head of Naylor. And that's going to give the second base easily to Cabrera. What was that? An error on Austin Hedges. As he saw there was a little bit of space, he tried to kind of slyly throw it to Naylor and now rip to the left field gap. Straw is able to get there to squeeze it. But what a wacky little play there, as Hedges had a great block and then was like, I think I can throw that guy out at first. And he whipped it to Naylor and went airmailed right over his head. Full count now to Trevino, the catcher. And he'll walk him again, so he walks him back. So McKenzie been very solid again since the opening leadoff home run to Judge. Now he's walked 2 in this inning, still just 1 out. Double play in effect. Do you want Michigan to lose, Mason, or do you want them to be undefeated when they play Ohio State? There's 2 very interesting schools of thought on that one. I am always, I may be in the minority, but I always want Michigan to be undefeated when we play them, because when we beat them it hurts more and it means more for us. But that's just me. I know a lot of people just want Michigan to lose every week. It doesn't make me sad when they lose, but if I had my druthers, I would love to have them be undefeated every time we play them and beat them. You don't care? That's fine. 3-2 pitch again. Rip to the right side. Gonzalez back to the wall. On the track, he reaches up and squeezes it for out number 2. Tagging on the play is Cabrera, but how about that catch from Gonzalez right at the wall, and now you got runners at the corners for Aaron Judge, who's got a home run in the double in the game so far. Oh, you're not an Ohio State fan. That's right, I forgot. Sorry, Mason, no worries. Swing, and Gonzalez will squeeze it. And got him. All right, let's see if the Guardians can get back into the scoreboard here. Back to Hedges. Of course, made that error, but fortunately the error did not come back to bite them. Hedges walked, almost worked a walk in the first inning, actually. I think then he ended up flying out. And that was outside. He walked him. Good at bat. Walked him there. Good at bat there for Hedges. Back to Miles Straw now here. 76th pitch. We're at the bottom of the 5th. Nobody out. Appreciate everybody being in here. Phil Nagy on Sports joining you. Thanks to our new subscribers. We picked up a couple over the last couple days, up to 874, which is awesome. We continue to push for 1,000. If you haven't had a chance yet to sub the channel, we'd appreciate that. As Straw shows bunt, but then pulls back. So now 3-1. Let's see if he tries to lay it down again. And this time he'll take the walk. So he puts the bat back on his shoulder, and Talion walks the first 2 batters. And here comes Stephen Kwan now with 2 on and nobody out. Real opportunity here for the Guardians at the top of the lineup. That one's going to be fouled back. 1-2 count now to Kwan. Hedges at second, Straw at first. The fastest and the slowest guy on the team on second and first base respectively. And that one's going to be low 2-2. Kwan, such a good eye at the plate. Very, very rarely strikes out. But such a good story and a really exciting mainstay for that outfield for the next foreseeable future. He's only 24, 25 years old as well. Really, really great player development by the Guardians organization. They've always done that so well. And this one's going to be taken, and they're not even going to try for 2. Interesting choice. It was sort of lazy enough that Talion opted not to go to third or second. Just took the sure out at first, but that moves both of the runners up. And here's Ahmed Rosario, the solo home run yesterday, started off the scoring for the Guards. Or was it a 2-run home run? Was it a 2-run home run that tied it? I can't remember now. I'm getting all the games mixed up. Yeah, Terry, I don't know how much he's just actually practicing 70-yarders as much as just, you know, he steps back during pregame warmups and be like, okay, I feel like I've got 70 in the bag on, you know, in case of emergency situation. I'm sure he practices plenty of 30 and 40-yarders as well. Yeah, this one's going to be fouled away, still 2-2. Talion up to 89 pitches now in the game. One's going to be fouled back again, 94th pitch. Excuse me, 94 miles an hour. 90th pitch now for Jamison Talion again. It's supposed to be Severino tonight. They don't have him on the playoff roster that I used when I started this one. Who's going to be flared? Is it going to be deep enough to get the runner home? Probably not, because Hedges is not fast. Judge has a big arm as well. And so now runners in second and third. Come on, Jose. Ramirez with a real opportunity here to bap one in, maybe 2, even 3 if he wants. 22 of his 24 home runs are from this side of the plate this year. That one's going to be high, 2-1. Give him a good swinging count for a home run now. Come on, Jose. Come on. Swing, and he was a little ahead of the circle change. 2-2. That one's going to be low. It'll be a full count here. Naylor on deck. Are they just going to try to pitch around him to load him up for Josh Naylor? That would be dangerous. And he'll fire it left side. Connor Falefa will scoop. Fire across the diamond. Scooped out of the ground there by Rizzo. And Ramirez cannot come through in the clutch there. They'll leave 2 in scoring position. 1-0 Yankees going to the top of the 6th. Hey, Fellegren, welcome in. Yeah, Keith, he's good. He's a smart player. He's fast. Be interesting to see if the Buckeyes can shut him down. This one's also going to be deep to right field. Another catch on the track for Gonzalez, but he makes it. Those white rally towels going behind him here in Cleveland. Downtown Cleveland's got to be buzzing tonight, folks. And of course, it could be really buzzing tomorrow. You could get a double Browns and Guardians win tomorrow. That would be incredible, especially if the Guardians win is to seal the series. Or you could get a loss tonight and then 2 losses tomorrow, and it could be the worst of weekends for Cleveland. It's just very possible. 3-1 count here is for Sticks. Grounded in off of his shin. Can he recover? Hedges is going to go get it, and they're going to be late as he legs it out. Good hustle there
Third baseman.
from Gleyber Torres. Looks like McKenzie is okay, as it bounced off of his leg, but it had enough juice on it that it was actually closer to be picked up by Hedges, and Hedges threw it to first, but he was late on it. So a gift base runner here for the Yankees. And Josh Donaldson at the plate. Swing, and he struck him out. Got him to go fishing on that slider just out of the zone. Beautiful pitch for sticks here. Now here's Stanton. Could be the last inning for Tristan McKenzie. You can see here's pitch number 98 for the young fella. And that was going to be bashed into the dirt right in front of him. 1-2 count now to Giancarlo Stanton. 2 outs, runner on first after that kind of lazy, bounced it off of McKenzie's leg, and then Hedges couldn't field and throw him out in time. Single from Gleyber Torres. Stanton looks at a ball outside and low, doesn't go fishing for that one. Another foul ball there. Good at bat here for Stanton. Of course, a pro's pro. All those years in Miami, just a power hitter, extreme, and now he's got a huge deal here, of course, to do the same thing in the Bronx. Another foul ball, 2-2. And he'll throw that one lazily. That curveball kind of got away from him. 3-2 count, 2 outs. Torres will get a head start here. McKenzie kicks, fires right down Broadway, but a little bit out in front of it was Stanton. I don't want to leave that fastball right down the middle like that. McKenzie kicks, fouled again. Flip to a 10-pitch at bat here now. 106 pitches coming for McKenzie. Kicking, firing high, and fouled again. Stanton with a great at bat here. McKenzie can't give it away. And he finally got him to swing at an outside fastball. Missed it, got out of it. McKenzie has been great again. 1-0 Yankees as we head to the bottom of the 6th. That probably is going to be it for McKenzie. So if these Guardian teammates want him to get credit or be on the hook for the win, he's going to need to get some runs as Naylor rips it down the first base line, but Rizzo spears it, and Rizzo takes it himself. Italian still in there, pitch number 100 coming. Hey, George, welcome in. Here is Oscar Gonzalez. He's been busy in right field today, but ineffective so far at the plate. This one's going to be drilled right up the middle, and it's a seeing eye ground ball for a single. Gonzalez puts it through, and he's on board. On base, rather. 1 out, 1 on now. Here comes Andres Jimenez. He had that triple earlier. A triple would be nice here. That would score him. A single probably scores Gonzalez. He's a pretty good runner. That looping slider goes back door for a strike. 1-2 count now to Andres Jimenez. Tying at 103 pitches now. Jimenez fouls it up again. This is about 4 different times with runners on that the Guardians have fouled one right straight up, and Trevino has made the catch. Now 2 down for Will Brennan.
Designated hitter.
Hitting 167 in our simulated postseason is Will Brennan. 0 for 2 here today. Nice base knock would be good for the youngster here. Another rookie right side, gonna be down. Golfs it into right field. Gonzalez makes the turn, and nope, he'll stop and go back to second. Good throw in for Cabrera in right field. But Will Brennan with a little slap single to right field. And now it's back to Austin Hedges. It feels like Austin Hedges is always up in big, important moments. And this one's going to be in, and it might score Gonzalez. It's a little bit quick. Gonzalez turns. He's going to go for home. Great throw, and they got him. Cabrera with a seed to the catcher, and Gonzalez got a little aggressive, and it just wasn't quite hit deep enough from Austin Hedges to be able to score. The runner stays. 1-0 Yankees, and that will do it for McKenzie. It's time for Eli Morgan out of the bullpen here. That was a very nice throw. You are right, George. Cabrera, again, the former shortstop, moved him to outfield this season, so we know that the kid can throw for sure. Looping curveball from Morgan that Cabrera was able to wait on, and actually still a little bit early. 1-2 count. Here's Eli Morgan inside, foul away. Well out of play. Inside fastball, no dice from Cabrera. First guy that gets to a bat after a great play on the defensive side. This one's going to be fouled to the left side now. Still 2-2. Already the 9th pitch of the at-bat here for Cabrera as Morgan kicks and fires high. Fastball that time. Fouled away again. A lot of long at-bats here. Both teams have elite pitching. And he went! They're going to say he went! A check swing on the curveball, or excuse me, the changeup. And he apparently went, and that is going to be out number 1. Now Kiner Falefa stands in. He's 0 for 2 today. Morgan steps, kicks, fires. Outside, painted black, but foul back. Morgan again. That one's going to be low, and he got him again. The circle change just dies at the plate, right at the bottom edge. 2 strikeouts for Eli Morgan. And now Trevino comes in with 2 down. That one's going to be outside. He can't get him to go fishing for strike 3. Now 2-2 is the count to Trevino, the catcher for the Yankees. Eli Morgan, same thing. Slider outside, misses. It's full now. 2 outs. 3-2 count. Morgan out of the bullpen. And he strikes out the side. It's stretch time here in Cleveland. Take me out to the ball game. Here we go. Now Lou Trevino, not to be confused with Jose Trevino behind the plate, but Trevino comes in now. Good performance for Talion. 6 innings, no runs allowed for the Guardians. Now both teams are to the bullpen. Can the Guardians get a run? Straw rips it left side, but foul. Sarball just has to get out of the way. Mike Sarball, the former Columbus Clippers manager, now the third base coach for these Guardians. The inside, brush him back. 95-mile-an-hour sinker coming right at the midsection there for Straw. I do not imagine how these guys stand in there and do that when that thing can be coming 100 miles an hour at your manhood. And you're just like, yoink, I'll just pop it out of the way. He'll ground that thing back up the infield. So here's Kwan 0 for 3. Kwan's due for a little bingo to get started here. Come on. Trevino inside. They're going to call that one ball 3. Yikes, that was a strike for sure, but we'll take it. 3-1 count now to Stephen Kwan. Taking all the way that time was Kwan. Why not take the free base if you can get it now? It's 3-2. Stephen Kwan will certainly swing at something this time if it's close. Like that, right side. Can it get down? It can't. Right to Judge. Judge playing in center, and he angles over and snags out of the air. 2 outs, and here comes Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 3 in the game today. Could he have a little late inning magic? And that one's going to be low for ball 2. Again, quick counts always on. Helps the games go a little bit faster. They usually start with 1-1, but it can be any sort of variation higher than 1-1. Little dribbler to the left side, and Rosario, even with his wheels, thrown out by Donaldson. That's the end of the 7th. Here we go, top of the 8th now. And De Los Santos looks like he's going to come in to pitch as well. Let's see how De Los Santos does here. He's going to have 9, 1, and 2. So Hicks, Aaron Judge, and Anthony Rizzo. Lefty, righty, lefty for Santos. Oh, he drills him in the back. Slider gets away from him, and you put Hicks on with some decent speed, and now Judge steps in, and he's been so good today. Plunked him right in the back, right between the 3 and the 1 there, and Hicks takes first base. Judge with a 1-1 count. De Los Santos outside, Slider missed it, 2-1. Margin for error just so razor thin. Every pitch, every at bat, so important here in the postseason. Now it's 3-1, as it doesn't feel like De Los Santos wants to have anything to do with Judge. And he walked him on 5 pitches. Take your base, but now Rizzo's up. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Got to be smart here now. We know Rizzo can plunk it too. Swing and a foul ball to the right side. 2-2 count now. De Los Santos needs a big striker, a nice ground ball double play here. kicks, fires high, swung 96-mile-an-hour fastball from De Los Santos that is fouled off by Rizzo. Kicks, fires high again. This time he can't go swing for it. Full count. Cannot afford to walk the bases loaded with 3, 4, 5 due up. Come on, baby. Foul back by Rizzo. Late. Wasn't going to do anything other than pop that one towards left field. So he seems to be in full protect mode. Yeah, infield fly would be good now too. Swing and a miss. He struck out him. He struck him out on that slider. 82 miles an hour. And now they'll go right to Nick Sandlin, who I know isn't actually on the postseason roster, but again, I couldn't change it because the series had already started when he got nicked. So I apologize for you baseball purists. We're going to see a little Nick Sandlin on the mound here. Fired it foul to the third base side. Yeah, I can't change the playoff roster midstream, and he got IR'd after we had already started this series. Right side flare. Gonzalez will kick. He'll fire big one to home. Coming, and they'll cut it. I'm not sure why Naylor cut it, but the run comes in. And how about a big RBI there from Gleyber Torres, and now it's 2-0 Yankees. Runners at the corners, still just one out. Gotta have a double play now. Otherwise, this series will go 2-1, still in favor of the Guardians, which could be realistic after tonight, and he's going to walk the bases loaded for Giancarlo Stanton.
Now batting, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Again, not recreating reality, just simming it here. Can he get one? He can. Ramirez, 2, got the double play. So the damage limited on a bases loaded double play. We go to the middle of the 8th. But the Guardians need some runs here. Now we're going to go to Scott Efros.
Number 59.
Jose Ramirez, first one up. Got to get some base runners, Jose. Ramirez fouled back. 1-2. Fouled into the ground again. Circle change there. Scott Efros, a rookie actually this year. He'll kick and he'll fire. Fouled again, so 3 straight foul balls, which were all looked like balls in my opinion to Jose Ramirez. That one's going to be outside enough for him to not swing at it. 2-2 count, Jose Ramirez, 1 for 3 in the day. Had a single against the shift, and he might need another one here. 3-2 with Naylor on deck. And this one's going to be fouled into the netting on the first base side. Dribbled towards the gap again. Dive is Donaldson, but he won't be able to scoop it. And a base hit for Jose Ramirez, his second of the game, going against the shift once again, and now Naylor needs to deliver. Come on, Josh. Looks at a circle change for a ball, apparently. Sheesh. Rough strike zone today for the Yankees pitching. And now he swings at a third ball. 2-2 though. Swung on, foul, left side. It's going, it's chasing by Hicks, and it'll hit the netting. You won't get there. 2-2 still. Swung on right down the middle. Donaldson again. He'll scoop to first. And they got the double play. Wow. Josh Donaldson in the gap. Let's look at this one again. Anything further to the left. Look at it. Makes a great play. Scoops it to Kiner Falefa. Throws it fast. And because Naylor is not super quick, especially with that bummed ankle, they are not able to beat it out. So quickly turning into a double play. And now Gonzalez looks at 3-1. Nobody on base and still one out here, bottom of the 8th. Yankees going to bring out their closer, Clay Holmes here. First chance for us to see him in a save situation,
Now batting, second baseman,
at least in our sim. And they're going to go to him right now. They're going to go for the 4-out save for Clay Holmes as Jimenez steps into the plate. 2 for 10 in the series, 1 for 3 today with that triple. Gonzalez standing at first, home run for Jimenez. Anything to try to score Gonzalez would be good. He'll flare it left side. Donaldson spears, and he'll go the quick way to second, and that is the end of the 8th. So here we go. Sam Hentges will come into the ball game. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in. 0 for 2 for Cabrera today. That one's on the back side of the plate, but for a ball. Appreciate everybody being on here. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. Again, the Guardians are up 2-0 in our virtual sim here, so a Yankees win tonight would not be the worst of things as we try to get it back towards reality, meaning if the Guardians win tonight in real life, then we will be exactly lined up with them, setting up for a potential Game 4 winner in the land tomorrow night. Foul back, a big rip at that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Hentges has turned into a very, very good reliever, as pretty much the entire bullpen has for the Guardians. Fouled back again, though. Good at bat for Cabrera. High fastball. Three-two. Swung on and waited on that curveball, but still fouls it back. That big looping curveball at 79 miles an hour. More of a traditional curveball rather than the 12-6 one that kind of drops out of the sky. Fastball low, got him, swinging. Strikeout number 1 there for Hentges. But appreciate everybody being on. You are watching Nagy on Sports with our full-length sims of mostly Cleveland, but other sports as well, specifically mostly Madden and football related, but doing a Guardians postseason sim for you here as well, all with original commentaries, the way that only Nagy on Sports will do it for you. Join us later. Kit and I will be bringing you the Browns and Patriots sim about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and that one's going to be out number 3. So here we go. Walk-off time, 7, 8, and 9, and Clay Holmes into the game, and he'll have a 3-2 count to Will Brennan, the rookie. Brennan fires right side, but right to Torres, who boots it, quickly fires and got him. Brennan almost beat it out. Whew, as Gleyber Torres made that one a little bit more interesting than it maybe needed to be. Hedges flared right side. Can it get down? Can it get down? Judge will come over and make the catch. And very quickly, the Guardians are down to their last out of this one.
Number 7, Miles.
Straw fouls it back now down to their last strike as Clay Holmes looking to pick up the save. He'll kick and fire. Swung on, struck him out. He'll run to first for fun. Ball game 2-0. Yankees take game 3 of our virtual sim. That means the Guardians lead 2-1 now. So if the Guardians win tonight in real life, we will be right as rain, right on track with it. There's how it was. 6 hits for the Guardians, just couldn't get anything to come around. Aaron Judge opening leadoff home run and a double later in the game. There's that home run, first pitch of the game off of Tristan McKenzie. Look at the box score: 2 hits for Ramirez, 1 for Gonzalez, Jimenez, Brennan, and Hedges. They also walked 5 times. Error today was on Hedges. That one didn't lead anything. That's what the Guardians pitching staff did. Judge with his second home run, second RBI of the series as well. Italian gets the win. So appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy for Nagy on Sports. We'll take a quick look at the simulated playoff bracket. But again, check us out. It'll be about 4 o'clock today with our Browns and Patriots official Season 6 sim. But here's what it looks like right now. 2-1 Guardians, 2-2 Mariners and Astros, 2-2 Phillies and Braves, 2-1 Padres over the Dodgers, again in our simulated playoff series. Again, appreciate everybody being here. Have a great rest of your day. As always, go Guardians and go Browns.